We are headed into the spring market here in Massachusetts, and a lot of people are wondering, how can I sell my home quickly? That's always on everybody's mind. They put the house on the market and they don't want it to sit for a month, 2 months, whatever it may be, people coming in and out of the house, all of that. So, how can you sell your home quickly here in Massachusetts? Well, first of all, you're going to want to make sure that your home is available for people to see. It's very important that you approve showings when the requests come in. And if you have restricted times for people to come and see the home, it's going to be harder for people to get foot traffic into the home and for people to see the home and put offers in. So that is number one. Second is preparing your home to sell. So I'm going to share with you my Prep Your Home to Sell brochure. So this is a brochure that when you work with me, I will give you a copy of this. But first, landscaping, which is so important because the first impression is everything when you're selling your home. You want buyers to drive past your home and think, oh, wow, I really like that house and I should actually look it up online. Or when they're pulling up to the house for a showing, you don't want them to be turned away. I have been in a number of situations where I have gone to a showing with a buyer and we've pulled up to the house. The curb appeal was not good. Oh, sorry, guys. Um, the curb appeal wasn't good. The house just was in disarray on the outside. There was just nothing appealing to the home on the exterior. And I've had buyers pull up and say, forget it. We don't really need to go inside. Let's go to the next one. So landscaping is very important, especially as we're heading into the spring. Right now, it is February 23rd, 2025. We are going to be hitting that spring market. The snow is going to be melting. The ice is going to be melting, hopefully soon. And landscaping is going to be incredibly important. You want colors that are going to draw people in, pop. You want your door to be perfectly painted and wood rot to not be very apparent. Mow the lawn, trim the trees and the shrubs, get things away from the house because that's a big thing that home inspectors are going to be looking for when they inspect your home when the buyer does make an offer. They're going to be noticing the tree branches hanging over the roof or the shrubs that are too close to the house. All of those items, make sure you trim those things. Edge and weed the garden, put down fresh mulch to restore the color, stake up any sagging trees, install your fence or add shrubs to hide any unsightly views, repair, remove any damaged trellises or planters. So any wood rot, anything like that, you want to remove those things, repair it, freshen up your door, freshen up your paint, and make it look the best that it can. And that goes into exterior as well, replacing any damaged shingles, replace broken windows, shutters, screens, door frames. Pressure wash is a huge one. Honestly, just a good pressure wash, not only on your siding and your house, but also on the pathways that go to the front door. Pressure wash those things, remove the dirt, the grime, all of that stuff. Close the garage door and clean any oil stains from the driveway. That's a big one also. Touching up any paint and exterior on the exterior of the home, the front door, and the mailbox. Those are all things that people are going to notice just in the first 5 seconds that they drive up. So, exterior, prepping your home to sell, curb appeal, making a good first impression. That's number one. Then you're moving inside to the living room. So, replace any worn rugs, any pillows, anything on your couches. If your couch looks worn or torn, you've got cat scratches or dog scratches all over your furniture, either get rid of it or try to cover it up with throw blankets to freshen the place up. Clean and paint your walls. Sometimes you don't need to do a full house cleaning. All you need is a magic eraser if you've got kids maybe. In the house that are drawing on the walls or scuffing it up a little, a magic eraser can do wonders if you cannot afford to paint the whole house or don't have time to paint the whole house. But definitely do some touch-ups on those walls. Clean the curtains and the drapes and the windowsills. Dust is a huge thing. People notice dust. I had a listing one time and there was a fan up in the ceiling and buyers came through and the first thing they noticed was there was a thick layer of dust on that fan and it was very high up to reach. It was tall ceilings. So of course their first concern was, well, how am I supposed to get up there to clean it? They obviously haven't cleaned it. That's a lot of dust. It's not good for my breathing. It's not good for the air. I'll never be able to get up there to clean it if they didn't, so I'm out. So clean those places, get rid of all of the dust so that that's not the first thing the buyers are noticing. Remove any excess furniture and clutter. You want to absolutely declutter your space. Remove any personal items as well, because you do not want people zooming in on pictures of your family when they're looking at the listing online. And you don't want people to be going around and checking out your photos and picking up your photos of your family when they are touring the home either. It's just kind of strange, but people do it all the time. Ensure that your lights and your outlets are working. Absolutely go through your entire home and replace any of those light bulbs that are not working. Keep your coffee table clear, your kitchen tables cleared, your counter spaces. You want to make sure all of your rooms and your spaces look as large as possible. Store anything that you don't need out of sight. Clean the entertainment center thoroughly. Again, this is dusting and making sure things are off. Declutter. The kitchen, dining room, clean out your grouch, bleach if needed, clean the stove, the oven, the microwave. People are going to be opening up all of your appliances. They are going to be wondering what they are inheriting because, for the most part, all of the appliances will stay in the sale. So, unless you disclose that they are not staying. Definitely clean out all of those items because people will be grossed out by a dirty stove or stovetop or oven, whatever it is, when they open that up. Clean out the fridge, clear it of all the magnets and the photos, unclutter the countertops, keep everything clear except for maybe a nice centerpiece, remove any extra chairs that you may have, and remove any pet food and water dishes. This is a big one as well, especially for photographs and for any showings and open houses. Remove pet items because there are people who will not go to the home if they see pet items. They'll be afraid of smells, they'll be afraid of wear and tear from dogs or cats or any animals that you may have. So remove any pet items because if you at least remove them for the photos, then people will come to see the house when they take a look at it online and they won't be deterred from going to see the home based on you having pets. And contrary, some people absolutely love it. They see the pet stuff and they're like, okay, great. But it's better to not exclude buyers if you can. Moving into the bedrooms, paint the walls, the ceilings, clean your curtains, your drapes, tidy your closets. Everybody is going to be going into your closets. They're going to open those doors. They're going to be peeking in there. If you can clean them up a little bit, maybe get rid of things that don't need to be in there, store things away so that your closet looks larger. That's a great thing to do. Replace any bedspreads or pillow shams, anything that looks worn or torn or faded. Clean off your bedside tables, remove any excess furniture, and again, ensure all of your lights and outlets are working. Bathrooms, scrub everything. People are going to be opening the curtain and looking in your tub. They're going to be looking in your shower. Fix any leaks, anything like that. Replace any bad caulking. I've had buyers that have even asked for this to be done after home inspection, replace the caulking, or been deterred because they see gross caulking and they think, ew, what else is gross around this house? And caulking is honestly just something that it happens everywhere. And it's an easy thing to just scrape out and replace. Replace your shower curtain if needed, your rugs, make sure that everything is looking good and not looking worn or torn. New towels, you want everything to be on display that looks fresh and clean. Organize your cabinets, all of that kind of stuff. So that's really you're prepping your home to sell. So you want to be able to, one, allow people to come in to see the house, be available for showings at any time if possible. Do not limit showings. To prepare your home for sale. And then day of showing, you want your house to show as best as possible. So you're going to want to open the windows early in the day to freshen up, let the house air out if possible. Hard in the winter, I know, because of the weather, but if you can, try to open up some windows and get some fresh air in there. Some nice things you can do, not necessary, but boil cinnamon sticks and vanilla in a pot of water to make the home smell inviting. I have actually been the person that has done this for an open house, and I have baked cookies for an open house. I have done all of those little tips and tricks. It does make people feel a little more homey. They're curious. And it just, especially around the holiday time, I feel like it makes people feel like, oh, wow, I could be doing this here in this home. I can envision myself baking the cookies here and doing this. And it just has a more homey feel and a more homey vibe. Remove your pets and your pet toys and all of their gear. Turn off the sprinklers. You do not want sprinklers going off when people are touring the home. Set your thermostat to a comfortable temperature. This is a huge one. I once had a seller that was adamant on keeping the temperature at 50 degrees because he didn't use the spaces. So he kept the house freezing cold during the February month. And when I would host open houses, I personally had to be bundled up with gloves and a hat because I have Raynaud's, so I am freezing cold all the time. So it was uncomfortable for me, and people that walked in were not comfortable. They were immediately kind of chilly. They would be walking through the house thinking, oh, does the heat even work in here? So you want the home to be comfortable. You want people to walk in and feel like relaxed. I feel like cold for the most part makes people tense up a little bit, and you want them to be relaxed. The temperature matters. So set it for a comfortable temperature, even just for an hour or two of the showings, and let it be. Turn off any radios and TVs. I have actually gone to showings where the TV has been left on. And not only is it startling as an agent to walk into a home where the TV is on, but it throws you off a little bit. Turn all of the lights, open the blinds, make sure you're getting plenty of natural sunlight into the house. That's a big one for buyers as well. And remove or lock up any of your valuables, your jewelry, your expensive items, any money, any of your prescription medications, all of that stuff. Lock that stuff up or remove it from the house. So these are just a few things that will help to sell your home quicker. There's a number of other things that I'm happy to share with you. If you are thinking about selling, please reach out to me. I'd love to tell you about my Zillow Showcase partnership, which gets you out and in front of triple the number of buyers, so many buyers. You're number one out there on Zillow. And I would love to chat with you about that program as well. So if you have any questions at all, I'd be happy to sit with you, talk to you about my programs, what I do for marketing to get you in front of the most buyers possible, and how we can sell your house for as quickly and as much as possible. So let me know what you think. All of my information is in the description, and I look forward to chatting with you.